Jones for the news wherever you are. Do have a very good evening.
Hello, thanks for joining us for Saturday's Look North. I'm Hannah Gray. The NHS has announced it will reinvestigate the circumstances surrounding the death of a 5-year-old boy from Rotherham. Yusuf Nazir died a week after being taken to A&E at Rotherham Hospital with a severe throat infection. It took 6 hours for him to be seen before being sent home with antibiotics. An independent report concluded his care at Rotherham was appropriate, but the family asked for a second investigation to assess whether Yusuf could have survived if he'd been admitted to hospital earlier. Now, the NHS has agreed to commission another report into the medical decisions taken in the days before Yusuf died.
We know what happened to Yusuf, we know where things went wrong, and we've been trying to express our concerns. This is what we've been fighting for, this is what we've been wanting. Now it's been a big relief for us because somebody's actually listened to us and somebody's agreed with what we've been saying for the since Yusuf passed away. It's been very difficult. Change your lifestyle. Instead of you visiting the playgrounds and visiting different places, unfortunately you're visiting the graveyard.
So here, Yusuf's uncle speaking to us there. Bear Grylls has been named Honorary Colonel of Harrogate's Army Foundation College. Colonel Grylls will serve as a figurehead of the North Yorkshire College. It delivers training to soldiers joining the army under the age of 18. He's been invited to Harrogate as Senior Inspecting Officer at a graduation next month. Now, a tale of incredible coincidence. Here are 2 Yorkshire men who don't only have the same name, wait for this, they're both South Yorkshire carpenters, and there's more. Kyle Eyre and Kyle Oldham shared their unusual story with Kat Cowan this morning on BBC Radio Sheffield. Not only are they both called Kyle, but they were born on the same day, they're the same age, their dads have the same name, they do the same job, they both have 2 sisters, and now their wives were in labour with their babies at exactly the same time.
I phoned Kyle. I says, "Hey up, I've got some news for you." And he says, "It's funny you phone because I've got some news for you." And I'm thinking to myself, your news ain't as big as mine, mate. And I went, "Go on then, you go first." And he went, "Our lass is pregnant." I went, You're joking, aren't you?" He says, "No, I'm not joking." I says, "Well, but our lass is pregnant."
First word there, just no way. No way. We literally just on phone for about 10 minutes straight, just laughing.
Pretty unbelievable. Now, this time tomorrow, lots of us will be getting ready to watch the Euros final. You can watch the match live on BBC One from 6:30 tomorrow evening. Let's hope they can make history. Former Leeds United and England player Danny Mills told us he's feeling optimistic.
There's no reason why we don't go into this game full of confidence. I think it's a 50-50 game. This isn't the Spain of 2010 and, that 3 back-to-back tournaments. Yes, they've got players with great ability and play great football. But now it's all about winning. Are the Spanish public going to care that they've played unbelievably well and got to the final if they lose? No. Are we as England fans going to really be bothered if we've played mediocre, average in the first 3 or 4 games, play well in the semi-final, and then win the final? No. It's all about winning.
Yeah, I think we'd be pretty delighted, wouldn't we? But how will the weather be? Here's Emmanuel with tomorrow's forecast.
Good evening. For the most part, today has been wet and cloudy. We're expecting some further rain tomorrow, but I think something drier by the time we head into the evening. Any rain moving through tonight, mostly affecting north and northeastern parts of the region. Probably heavy, but I think elsewhere dry and potentially clear. But we could see some fog where it is clear. Temperatures down to 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. There'll be a bit of a breeze, especially along the North Sea coast. And then tomorrow, I think any rain that we'll get mostly once again further north of the region. Sinking southwards eventually, but behind it leaving quite a lot of cloud, potentially some sunny breaks too, but temperatures improving for some of us, highs of around 19 degrees Celsius.
A bit rubbish for July, that, isn't it? Right, Look North will be back tomorrow after the England match, so that'll be about 11 o'clock at night. Do have a good rest of the weekend. Goodbye.
Good evening. There's no real sign of a